record my voiceover, we'll use the microphone and video features in YouTube, and it says change your settings to allow us to have permission. And I didn't see that setting. So I guess in the end, I had to go to ChatGPT and ask it to help me troubleshoot. And it was like, well, worst case scenario, I guess you could reboot your phone. I was like, how's that going to help? I even uninstalled YouTube and YouTube Studio and reinstalled them. And then nothing. It was still not showing up. Just the option to change the setting wasn't showing up on the screen. So I was like, all right, I guess I'm again stuck dead in the water as usual. It's like, that's what's going to say on my tombstone if I ever do, if I can afford one. If the military actually grants me military honors at my funeral, I should hopefully be entitled to some sort of headstone. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if I want it. That's the thing. Like, why don't you go to the VA? Why don't you go to the VA? I went to the VA to get my DD-214, and look how that turned out. I couldn't get it. They ran me around in circles, and basically nobody even knew how to help me. How does the VA not know how to help veterans who are asking for their veterans records? I don't get it. Like, it doesn't make sense. The VA doesn't hold your records if you served within the last 25 years. When I was transitioning out of the Army, they said you have to go to if you ever need a copy of your DD-14, you lose it. I accidentally gave mine to like the sheriff's department when I sat the exam or whatever, when I was looking for a job, and you need the original member 4 copy. It has to be this page and the original page, and it can't be a copy, a photocopy or anything. And it has to be the OG. And so you're like, okay, fine. No big deal. I'm not going to have that problem with undiagnosed ADHD and then later on schizophrenia after already having complex PTSD. My memory and my organizational and executive functioning skills are a little bit slightly, well, let's just say disordered. So I do all those things and I run through the rigmarole and I jump through all the hoops, and then they still say, like, can't help you. Don't know what to tell you. We don't have your records. And it's like, I know I served in the military. This is not a schizophrenic delusion. My family, my mother shipped me off the basic herself. Like, she saw me graduate on the stage, and she was the only one there. She was the only one who came to my basic training graduation ceremony. And even that was a massive Hail Mary. I didn't even know she was even there until after the ceremony was over. I was told I couldn't have a phone in basic training, so I didn't take my phone with me. And then they're like, oh, you can talk to your family for an hour every Sunday after chapel, or, during chapel or after chapel. I was like, okay. But then I'd lost my voice and I couldn't even speak to anybody. Nobody could hear or understand me on the phone. I'd be borrowing other people's phones, and they'd be like, oh, annoyed because they have to share with their phone with me, their precious phone time, Sunday phone time, with this loser who's didn't even bother to bring a phone with her. What the hell's wrong with you? And it's like, well, because I was told I couldn't have one. So don't look at me like I'm stupid or crazy. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to inconvenience other people. I've never meant or ever intended to be an inconvenience or a burden to other people. But here I seem to continue to be one. And because I won't let go of it, because I continue to hold people's feet to the fire and I call them out when they're in the wrong, and I say the truth and I speak the truth, and I the facts of the situation, and even when I'm wrong, I can admit it and openly and honestly work to do better, and I do. There's not a mistake that I have made in my life that I haven't worked to try to ensure it didn't happen again. That's what integrity is. So it's Easter Sunday, and I'm thinking about my Easter basic training, experience. We were watching, they put us in this room, and in processing, and we're waiting to get these, and they put on Band of Brothers, and the girls are all crying because they're missing home. And I'm just like, what did you come to do this for then? Like, what are you here for then? What is it all for? You got to remember why you're doing this. Suck it up. Like, stop crying, You chose this. I don't know what you're crying about it now for. No, but then I guess I could say the same thing to myself in the end, can't I? Because look at everything that the Army put me through. And I'm just here trying to get my bennies. They're like, don't worry about it. It's not entitlement. You're not asking for something you didn't earn. You earned it. It's our way of thanking you. Thank you for your service. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, have a free, hamburger. Cool. Thanks. Sure, I'll take free food. I appreciate that. Thank you. One less trip to the food bank. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Y'all have a good, happy Easter, and see you next time.